control valve going back in. All new O-rings put in it. What'd you say, there's about 50 O-rings in there, or more?
There's a bunch.
A bunch. I'm gonna say that hose probably needs to be replaced there. So, control valve is back in the excavator now. He was able to get all that put back in there. Duckies. So that's put back in there, and one of the hoses that goes from the swing motor to the valve right there, I think that was a return line. It got cracked. It was just a dry rotted hose. Anyways, moving it out of the way, it started leaking pretty bad. So he's got that took off to replace as well. Topped off with fluid, so all that's left to do is fix that hose and clean this off real good. And that should have taken care of that drip. It sure was a lot of work to fix that drip, but that should take care of the old machine, because she's got to go back to work with the new one until my thumb comes in. Then I got to figure out if I want to keep this thing as another machine, spare machine, or what. But time will tell. For right now, she's staying. I've done worked too many bugs out of it. It's going to be a decent machine. But yeah, got the fluid back up there where it needs to be. So there she is. Hopefully he'll be able to get that fixed and take it up there and degrease it and power wash it, and that should take care of all the problems. Alright, so I ordered some new stuff for the fuel pump, and only half of it come. Well, I ordered a filtration or a filter for it too, but the filter come and it come with no housing or the pipe. There's supposed to be like a 4-inch metal pipe that'll come out. You can screw your filter on, and then you screw this hose into the end of that. Well, the filter come with none of the hardware. So, I guess I'm not going to get that until next week now. But I did get a new hose and a new nozzle, the auto shut off one. This one's still good, I think. I'm going to put it back on and cut it on and make sure. But I ordered another one. That one's actually going to go on the tank in my pickup. That way it'll auto cut off. The one that's on there's just it won't cut off, it'll just gush out when it fills up. Let's get this hose changed. Alright, I got that broke loose. Spin this a couple times. Old hose is done. Let me get some Teflon tape for the new hose. Let me get this cleaned out real quick. Remember to always leave it in a roll before you put it on. It's a whole lot easier to twist it and tighten it up while it's still in a loop. Alright, I got the fuel nozzles swapped over, clamps put back on. Now I just need to hook it to the truck. I'm going to pump a little bit out just to clean the nozzle out. It's time to fill up the machine. You got everything fixed on it. I'm going to take it up to the house and power wash it. A lot of oil got spilt all in the turntable, so he left the couple covers off. And hopefully the bolts somewhere are put back in there. I'll take it up here and power wash it off. So as you can tell now, all the control valve is back in. He had to take that whole entire thing out, all of those lines, as you can tell by the phone wire on everything marked so it could go back on there, and had to replace that one hose right there. It broke, or it cracked in the midst of moving everything around and was leaking. So I've got to take this up to the house. I'm going to put some degreaser on it, power wash it out, then I'm going to go use it some, get it nice and warm. Hopefully that took care of the leak problem. Almost made a mistake and forgot to put the breather back on without it being able to breathe. It might suck the tank in. I don't know if it would or not, but it wouldn't pump very good if it couldn't get any air. So I'm going to take the automatic sensor out, put the breather cap back in there. So I got to get a bigger pipe wrench to put on that. I couldn't get that off. But what I'm going to do is unscrew that piece, take the sensor off since it's not an autofill anymore, and just put that breather cap right back there so it can be filled right there. So, moment of truth. Make sure everything doesn't leak. It's a little nasty. I should have cleaned out any condensation within the nozzle. Any trash in there? Looks good. Time to fill the machine up. I don't see anything leaking. I think I'm good. Let's fill up the big rig. I hope the auto shutoff still works. I need to spin this tank around so that the hose is on that end. I may do that before I take the machine up there. I got the shackles hooked right there. All I gotta do is just hook a little short chain and spin it right around when it's full. Well, the right filter kit came this time with all the parts, so I got that installed. On the last one, just the filter came. They managed to forget the housing and the 4-inch extension pipe. So I got that put on there, so now I can filter the fuel out that comes out of the tank. A little pre-filter before it goes in my tank and into the machine. So I came home today to a little surprise here on the deck. I was like, what in the world's in this big box? And then I remembered about a week or so ago, Donald here, he's a manager at Outdoor Power Equipment. He sent me an email asking if I'd be interested in some chainsaw chaps, since he felt we were unsafe without them. And I was like, sure, I'll take them and give them a try. So he sent me that and a whole darn box full of all sorts of little goodies here. Got some Makita tools, looks like a nut driver and some screwdriver bits, and let's see, we got another pack here with drill bits and all sorts of 70-piece attachments there. Oh wow. Impact drivers and everything. What we got here? Some hats. And I did open this. I was like, what is in this box? I've got enough pencils to last me a lifetime. Oh, I love those. Shirts. Got some Makita shirts. Awesome. What is this? Oh, got a helmet with a face guard too. Cool deal. Well, I really appreciate that, Donald. I'm definitely going to try these out because I have some jobs coming up where I've got to run the old chainsaw, so I'll be sure to try them out, and I appreciate everything.